Hi there, good evening guys, and welcome to Business and Leadership Forum with Uche Onochie. Always a delight to be here with you guys, always a delight to come and share something. We're talking about happy people, happiness, secret of always being happy. Last week we talked about why pursuing happiness can lead to unhappiness. It can make you sad. So now this week, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be talking about the secret of why people are happy. Secrets of always happy people. Yes, that's the right word. Secrets of always happy people. What makes people happy? You know, it's not that complex. When I started researching this a bit to see why are people happy, why are some people happier than the others, why that, you know, I started realizing that there's something, you know, I started realizing that they must be doing something well, they must be doing something right. So last week we talked about people that are chasing, I want to be happy. Last week I talked about relationship. A lady said, no, I don't want someone to she used the F word, so I don't want to say that. She was like, look, I don't want someone to come and mess up my life. I just want happiness. I just want to be happy all the time. No one can be happy all the time. Sadness and happiness, they go hand in hand. They work together. They're actually tag team partners, if you ask me. Because if you're not sad, you can't enjoy happiness. If you don't encounter negativity, you won't embrace positivity. You know, so there's so many things that you know, they balance out each other. So now, what is the secret? Why secret of always happy people? Let me tell you, it's not a big thing. It's just living your life in a certain way makes you happier than others. You know, because the same thing that is happening to you is happening to others. The same rain that is falling on your house is falling on the house of both the happy and the unhappy person. So are you saying that bad things don't happen to happy people? They do. So now is the perspective. It's how they see it, how they respond to it, that makes all the difference in the world. Some people just seem to float through life with a relentless sense of happiness. How do they do that? How does it work for them? You know, through tough times, they are unfazed. What is happening in this economy? We find ourselves, some people are still happening. Things are working for them. What is happening? Are they not shopping in the same market we are shopping at? Are they not walking on the same streets? Is this thing that is happening in our country, is it not touching them? You know, but they are happy. They've chosen to be happy. Why? So I say, no, I need to know why these people are happy. I need to know why people can remain happy regardless of what is happening around them. Okay? They may not have much to be happy about, but they have found ways in which they can remain happy, and they found ways in which they can remain happy and not be bogged down by the negativity all around us. News, you know, you talk to journalists, they say, look, they want stories that make a buzz. They want stories that create buzz and create impact and create that are trending. But you see, good things never trend. It's only bad things that trend. So are you now asking me that journalism is all about bad things trending? Is it all about somebody kidnapped, somebody died, somebody did this, somebody that? How about happy people? Shouldn't those ones trend as well? Because they don't trend that much. You know, but I've come to see that it's all about perspective, conscious effort, and self-awareness. It's all about perspective, conscious effort, and self-awareness will make you be happy all the time. So let me just give you reasons why some people are always happy why some people are happier than the others. They are just simple things that you know, but now you need to become conscious of it, and you need to start using them. Once you're conscious of something, it's like you are in the dark, light comes. Consciousness is about bringing light into something, into darkness. Light is not the absence of darkness, but you see that light comes in and gives you access. Light exposes darkness. That light chases darkness away to the extent of which that light can influence, or to the extent to which the rays of light can still be seen from afar. That means the areas of influence that light can come and shine on. So this is what makes, the same way you carry that light, the points I'm going to give to you are like lights. They come upon you, they come upon into your environment, into your space, and they make you lighten up. You lighten up. So if you can take some, I think I have about 10 points today, that if you can take these 10 points, it can lighten up your day. And once your day is lightened up, you become a happier person. Just note them. There are 10 I will give this week. Next week I will give another 10 to help you. The first one is, happy people know how to manage their expectations. That's why they are happy. They are not crushed when they don't get what they want. They are not misled into expecting to get the most out of every situation. This is what happens when your expectation, when your expectation is, how will I say it? When you cannot manage your expectations, it becomes an issue. You know, some people always feel that I want to win in everything. You know, when things don't work out for them, they say, why is this happening to me? Why is it? Nothing is happening to you that has not happened to somebody else. Don't let things happen to you that are going to crush you. You know, don't allow things to crush you. Things only crush you when you are misled into expecting that everything that you do will turn out to be okay. But some things don't turn out to be okay. You know, happy people approach every situation pragmatically, practically, hoping for the best, but being prepared for the worst. For me, I start with the worst case scenario before I get to the best case scenario. A manager of mine taught me many years ago, when we were in sales, when we sit down, all we're doing is troubleshooting. Troubleshooting, what is the worst thing that can happen to us this week? We don't meet our sales target. What is the worst thing that can happen to us this week? We lose 20% of our clients, of our clients. What is the worst thing? We're not able to sell. What is the worst thing? This. So we have the worst things that can happen to a sales team. And once we know that, we now sit down and begin to put measures in place that can help us if any of these things happen. So it means that we are expecting that sometimes bad things go wrong. Sometimes you have an angry client because you didn't deliver on time. What do? So we have steps of what to do when this happens. We do this. When this happens, we respond like this. So that gives us confidence to go into the market and know that no matter what, we can respond to it. So we became very confident salespeople, that no matter what you throw at us, we already rehearsed it in the office. So we have something to say. And we got better at it. Every day we got better at it. It got to a point, we stopped using the manual. We were not using the manual again because we know how to respond to most of the issues. That's being pragmatic. That's being practical, knowing that things might go wrong. So if you want to know, have peace, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And when you can prepare for the worst, if the worst happens, you are still happy because you are prepared for it. The people that are sad are the people that expect that only good things happen. I'm here to bust your bubble this evening. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, bad things happen to good people. I say it again, bad things happen to good people. So you need to prepare yourself for those times. And you know, they are not all good things happen more than bad things. But if you don't expect it, it will throw you off balance and you become unhappy. This is the first secret of happy people. People that stay happy all the time. The second point is that they don't set unrealistic standards. I want to be the fourth force in the political space in my country, Nigeria. I'm not a politician, never trained as one, never worked under one, and I don't have a political party. I don't even know what it means to start a political party, and I say I want to be president. You know, some things are not realistic. There's some things that are not realistic. You know, and it's similar to the first point that I just mentioned. You know, they don't live their life. Happy people don't live their life in a constant pursuit towards impossible visions of perfection. I can't be taller than I am even though I want. I can't speak better than I do even though I want. I'm not setting unrealistic goals that I cannot meet. It's not as if I'm setting goals that I will meet easily. But there are some goals that are really, really unrealistic. That's why you should have mentors, or at least have friends that can look at you in the eyes and tell you that this thing that you're doing is unrealistic. And they're not doing it because out of envy, they're doing it because they're giving you a sound piece of advice. A sound piece of advice. You know, because when you set unrealistic standards for yourself, unrealistic goals and unrealistic standards for yourself. I have people that set some standards for themselves. I need to wear only white. I need to live in this kind of, you know, there are some things that you want, you know, especially by people who say by next year I want to become a billionaire, I want to become a multi-millionaire. And I tell young people, see, it's not that it's not possible, but grow wealth for a period of time. Use 10 years to grow wealth. Use 10 years to grow wealth. You need time to grow wealth. You need time to make money work for you. There are certain ways to do these things. You know, just don't set unrealistic goals because it's going to take you on the path. You know, a man said to himself, look, I will be a multi-millionaire before December next year so that I can go home and go to my village and show people that I have arrived. You know what happened? By December, he was in jail. Somebody has locked him up because of a bad deal, a deal that has gone wrong, because his expectation made him selfish. His expectation made him blind to other people's needs. And when people are aggrieved, you don't know the extent that they can go. So don't set unrealistic goals. Don't set unrealistic standards for yourself. You know why? Because you always find yourself, and happy people don't set those type of unrealistic standards, because you always find yourself falling short of it at times. And it will keep you sad for a long time, and it keep you wondering, why is it that my own is the worst? Your own is not worse, it's just that you did not put a lot of things in place. You did not, your standards were unrealistic. Okay, the third point I want to make here is that happy people, they don't take anything for granted. Don't take things for granted, I beg you. Don't take people for granted. Don't take people for granted. Don't take things for granted. so that you will not become unhappy. Happy people don't take things for granted. Happiness rests with feeling fulfilled. And this is how it goes. Those who fail to stop and appreciate what they have every day and again will never experience true fulfillment. A young man was always saying, I wish my wife was this. I wish my wife was that. I wish my wife understood me more. I wish my wife would cooperate with me more. And I looked at this young man. I think I said it a few weeks ago. I said, look, you have an angel as a wife. It's just that you don't see her like that. You've come to take her for granted because of the things. And I think, and I told him, you're taking her for granted because of her good nature. You have a good woman. It's just that you are looking at that 20% that she can't give you, and you are expecting her to give you 100%. Nobody can. Remember, I said that happy people are people that wish for the best, but they also expect the worst in some situations. Don't stop looking at people's weaknesses and limitations, because you also have one. You know, you also have one. And I say, look, count your blessing. Count the things that your wife can do for you. Count the things she does for you, and you realize that you become happy. You know, there was a time I had to really look at my wife, and I was like, she does. I wrote it down. I saw the book sometime, and where I wrote down the things that the kind of person she is. I know what it means being a counselor. I know what it means to have a bad wife. I know what it means to have a knife and not a wife. I know what it means to have a cantankerous woman in your house. I know, even the Bible says it's better that you're on the rooftop than to live with that kind of woman. I know what it means. I know exactly what it means. So I sit down and I count the things that she does, and I'm so grateful. It makes me grateful, and the more I am grateful, and the more I tell her I'm grateful for the things she does, the more she will do, the more she does for me, the more she will begin new things. I'll begin to see new things because I appreciate. Do not take people for granted. Don't take the marriage you have for granted. Don't take your staff for granted. Don't take your friends for granted. Don't take people around you for granted. If not, you will not be fulfilled. Fulfillment comes by knowing that you are blessed. If you're always looking at what you don't have, you can't be blessed. If you're always looking at what you don't have, it will be a struggle to be blessed. It will be a struggle. It will be a struggle for you to be blessed. Don't take people for granted. You know that song that says, "Count your blessings, name them one by one." It will help you to appreciate things. You know, I don't have the perfect wife. Nobody does, but I have perfect situations. She's perfect for me, and I'm perfect for her. And those are the things that are important. I have great staff. I have great people around me. I have great friends. I'm in a great church. Sometimes I just sit back and I just enjoy those things that I have, and not to continue to look at the things that I don't have. Sometimes I look back at where I'm coming from, and I'm grateful to God for giving me the opportunity. I go to speak at places, and I see thought leaders clap for me. I see professors clap for me. I see people that I hold in high esteem. They clap for me and thank and say, I appreciate the grace of God in your life. And I'm like, these people that I've been looking up to for years. I do programs and people come and they say, wow, this is awesome. You know, I count my blessings, and I say, look, the things that I do, I've not taken them to the level I want them to go. But I'm grateful when people tell me, when you counsel on Wednesdays, it has changed my life. A lady was supposed, wanted to commit suicide. She heard my voice. Somebody told her, go and listen to my message on depression, and she's alive today because of that. Those are the kind of things that I count my blessing. I say, oh, I'm not speaking to the world. I'm not traveling all over the world speaking yet, but I'm able to make impact where I am. I'm reaching people on internet. I can reach people in different nations. I'm counseling different people. I'm speaking at different places. I thank God. Might not be where I want to end up, but I am grateful for what I am. And the more I keep being grateful for what God has given me, the people around me, I'm a happy person. So when I come to think about the new grounds I want to break into, I am not sad. I'm not doing that. I'm not sad. I'm not happy because I've not been able to attain those things. No. I want to attain those things, but I am happy for where I am. Okay. The fourth point I want to bring out is happy people, they are not materialistic. And I'll explain myself. They're not materialistic. You know, there's this argument that goes on whether or not money can really buy happiness. Someone says, people say money can't buy happiness because they don't have money and they're just using it to console themselves. But I ask, if money can buy happiness, then we know from experience that we can never be satisfied because there will always be something newer and better than we want. You know, you want to drive a Ferrari, then you have that Ferrari. After 3 months, you are dreaming of something else. You want to live in a big house. After 3 months, you want that big house in a different location. So there will always be something that you need. Once you have money, there's an urge to buy something, upgrade, or do something. You know, and so it means that you have to keep having more money. When the money is not there, you're sad. I said last week, one of the happiest moments in my life was the times where I was dating my wife just before we got married. Didn't have much, but those were the happiest moments. We have to forgo one to get the other. If we have to eat snacks, we have to forgo food for that day or for that dinner, for that night or lunch to be able to do things. Those were my happiest days. We will eat nkwobi with rice. You will eat all manner of concoction. I had no fridge, and so everything we want, we have to put it. I will put my water. We didn't have fridge, but we were okay. They were happy. You know, the money was not there, but we were happy. Then now things started changing. The so-called money started coming. The kids started coming. The pressure started coming. Rising in the corporate world, the pressure started coming. And most of the time, when we are pressed, what happens is that we sit down and we begin to talk about those good old days. It excites us. We count the blessing. We talk about our kids. We look at the pictures when they were small. We look at those things and we laugh. See, let me tell you, money comes with pressure, and it's not fun. Rising the ladder, corporate ladder, comes with pressure. It's not fun. Having kids is a wonderful thing, but it's not fun. When they start entering university, it's not fun. Even secondary schools, some secondary schools cost more than universities in Nigeria. It's no longer fun. When you have kids in their teenage rebellious age, it's no longer fun. You see that 1 year, 0 to 6 months, 1 year, once they start talking and walking, there's a problem. They are not that cute anymore when they start talking and walking. So you need to realize that, you know, different faces is not, money cannot. If you have money, I have my own dream house that I want. But sometimes I tell my wife, I say, look, if I decide, if I have that house, maybe I will have an addition. And my father-in-law today, he will build something. He has a house. Today, he will add one store here. Tomorrow he'll knock it down because he's a civil engineer. He will build this. And everybody keeps saying the house is more than okay in the best area. But there's always one thing. So if money can truly buy, happiness, then we should be satisfied, but we're never satisfied. And you know what? Show me one person that has had enough money that say, I don't want money again. Show me that person. The more you want, the more greedy for it you become. Show me the person that says, I have too much money. So does he really? And that money can drive you to do things that you don't normally want to do. But let me leave that. Happy people have money, but they are not materialistic. Not that they don't have money, but you see that money will make you sad. For me, when money comes, I don't hold money. I don't have money. And no one should hold money, and no one should have money. Put that money to good use. Let that, as soon as the money comes, take the one you used to enjoy with your family, which is a different percentage of what you want, you determine. Take the other one, put them where that money will be working for you. I don't have liquid cash, but I have things that are working for me in places. So it's not about the money. It's the money must continue to work. That's how transgenerational wealth is. Put them to good use, that the money is there, and so you are not tempted to begin. You see, money can drive you. There's a force behind money, and when it's there, it can drive you to begin to do things you don't want to do. Okay, number 5, I think happy people, they don't dwell on things. Don't dwell on things. Don't be petty. Happy people don't dwell on things. Don't waste your time, sweat over small things or things that waste time. Malice wastes time. Malice is even bad to the body. Malice can give you ulcer. It's been proven scientifically. I don't know how to explain it, but there are some certain things, malice, bitterness, can lead to sickness. We all know that. You know, so don't sweat little things. Don't waste your time on little things. Move ahead. You know, people will annoy you. Yeah, after annoying you, move on. Your staff will almost want to tear your head and your mouth, but move on. Continue to do what, realize that people will always be people. They will always make you upset or make you happy. Don't sweat little things. Worrying about things that don't really matter is time wasting. Their time we don't sweat little things. You know, happy people don't let negative thoughts latch onto them. You must find a way to purge yourself of negative thoughts, especially when you are annoyed. Find a way to release that. Find a way. It took me a while, but you can find what works for you. How to let that feeling go. And this is what I do. Is something that you practice. Something that you practice. I think I read it in a book called The Power of Now. And The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And one other book put together. I don't know which is which, but I know that there are 3 or 4 books. I read a lot about the mind. You need to find a way to purge negative thoughts. And this is what I do. I bring light into those negative thoughts. That's what I do. So if you annoy me, or I have a negative thought comes in and I'm worried about it, or have a thought I shouldn't be thinking about come. There's some thoughts that come, heavyweight thoughts, they come. What I just need to do is to get a couch, get a quiet place to just sit, and I just focus on that thing. I don't say a word, nothing. I just keep focusing on that thing. Recognizing that that thing is there. Never be in denial. I recognize that that negative thing is there. I recognize that I have that feeling. That feeling is there. I recognize it, but I'm just watching it. The more I'm watching it, it's like bringing light into it. And I just keep on until that thought goes away. And once that thought goes away, that feeling is gone. I don't even remember it. It will take a bit of practice, but whatever the negative thing is, when somebody annoys you, you can dispel that thought by bringing light to it. When you're feeling your emotions towards somebody is anger, your emotion towards somebody is maybe lost or even love, when you know that you shouldn't be lusting after or loving those people. Bring the light onto it. Just be calm. You have to practice meditation. Read up a lot about meditation. And for me, 3:30 to 4, I am meditating. I am thinking about the issues, and that is where the best thoughts I've ever had, they just drop in my spirit. If I need to speak to somebody, when I need to speak to, there are some things I do, and people wonder, where did I get that thought from? It comes from meditation. The Holy Spirit just drops it in me. Try to be able to bring light into that negative situation, and you know what, you are going to dispel it, and you keep being happy, because so many things, life is too short for you to be worrying over a lot of things. Find a way to push those thoughts away from you. The 6th point as I move is, happy people don't take care of themselves first. You have to take care of yourself. I'm not saying don't take care of people. See, for me, I'm a counselor. If I cannot wrap my head, I need to deliver myself before I deliver somebody else. I need to know myself. To yourself be true. I need to tell myself certain things. And that's what I do during meditation, praying, and all this stuff that I do. I have to discover myself. I need to take care of myself. Sometimes just spoil yourself. Doesn't necessarily have to go somewhere to buy things for yourself. Make out time for yourself. Do a couple of things you like to refresh yourself before you can be there for others. Happy people are independent. They care for themselves. They can be with themselves. They can also not be. They can be alone. They can also be with people. Understand that they must put their needs first in order to accommodate the needs of others. You must put your needs first in order to accommodate the needs of others. Happy people indulge. Happy people, they indulge, they aim to get what they want, make out time for themselves, and they're extremely self-reliant. See, you have to cool off. You have to find a place for yourself. You have to find a place where you can get yourself together before you be able to help someone. Okay, the 7th point as I wind down, they enjoy the little things in life. Like the Western people in the Western world, sometimes we say in Africa we don't need all those things, but we need them. Stop, go to the park, smell roses, take time, take in the scenery where you go, take out time to go to tourist places, zones, tourist attractions and all that. Take out time, enjoy the little things. They take out time to enjoy people, seek entertainment. Happy people have devised a way to find laughter in everything, even when they fail. When they see even a stranger, they're ready to crack jokes. They're ready to learn new things. They're ready to be with new people to learn. They don't have problem with associating with strangers. They don't have problems associating with people low, people their mates, and people high. They are connecting with people, and the more you are connecting with people, you are receiving from them. You are becoming richer, and you also releasing onto them, and so there's a free flow. You are happy because you're meeting people, you're flowing with people, and all that. So happy people, they enjoy little things. They don't overlook small things in life. They just important things like saying thank you. You know, being saying thank you to someone for what they did, it can go a long way. I tell you, learn to say thank you, to appreciate people. You know, to stand a bit and say thank you. When somebody greets you, you greet them back. You make eye contact and you smile at them. You know, little things make people happy and you're happy. Give. Also, giving makes you happy. Giving can make you happy. All right, the 8th point I want to bring here is that happy people know how to adapt. You see, in fact, I have a presentation, adapt or die. Happy people know how to adapt. You just have to adapt. Remember, I said happy people know how to expect the best, but they also know how they know how to expect the best, but they also know that bad things can also come. They wish for the best, but they also expect the worst. Wish for the best, they can also expect the worst. So adapt. They easily adapt to things. They're not afraid to change. A lot of people are afraid of change. Happy people are not afraid of change. They work to make the most out of new circumstances, good or bad. Happy people see good in everything, even bad things that happen to them. You know, happy people laugh at their failures and say, what happened to me here? I need to do something. I need to do something better. I need to try something better so that I can succeed. These are happy people. They thrive under pressure. They don't run away from hard, difficult tasks, you know, and they are not overwhelmed easily. And they always embrace a change of pace. They are moved from one department to the other. They are not going everywhere and saying, my boss hates me and that's why he's moving me. Management doesn't like me. They embrace new things and say, even in this one, I'll do better. Happy people take life. You know, they appreciate life. Whether it's good or bad, they appreciate life. And when something happens to them, they say, well, yeah, it's bad, but let's see what can come out of it. That's why they remain happy. When others are sad and think they should be sad, they are happy because they've moved on. You know, not that happy people don't cry, but they don't cry for long. They don't cry and sit down and be turning and wailing and saying their life has finished. They cry for a while, you know, get themselves together, get their act together, but they see the good out of that. So adapt. Happy people know how to adapt to situations. It will keep you happy always. Okay, the 9th point I want to bring here is that happy people experiment a lot. You know, it's similar to the 8th point. Unhappy people or happy people, they are prone to change. So they are prone to accepting new things. They want to learn. They are adventurous because in their adventure they discover even good things. So happy people like to experiment. They try new things, but don't experiment with relationship. Oh, I'm not telling you to experiment by breaking people's hearts. That's not what I'm saying. Experiment with new things. Experience new favors and never be shy. Don't shy away from something that you have not experienced. Happy people don't shy away from things they've not experienced. Food, some people are picky eaters. Some, you know, happy people try everything. If they don't like it, they laugh about it. Just try new experiences. Look, trying new things, experimenting on things, you know, it just gives you a different perspective to life. You become a happier person. You become a happier person because you are trying new things. You know, because if the things you already know, you know the things that make you sad and make the things that make you happy. But happy people look for new things that can keep making them happy. And you know, when you experience something, when you discover something, it makes you happy. And you want to discover more. And in that discovery, you are climbing the ladder. In that discovery, you are becoming more knowledgeable. In that discovery, you are gaining new grounds. that you might meet a client and they will pay you more than what you even expect, because as you are not shying away from difficult things, you are becoming more, what's the word? You are becoming more valuable to any system. And value is exchanged for wealth. Value is exchanged for money, for salary, for remuneration, for whatever, for reward, whatever it is that you want, because you are able to look at new things. Lastly, today, this week, I want to talk about happy people. They take their time. They take their time. Don't rush. Don't rush to do things. They are not unnecessarily. They don't unnecessarily rush through life. Take your time. Don't rush things. Although don't rush doesn't mean don't take opportunities. Don't exploit opportunities. You exploit opportunities when you have carefully reviewed it. That's what I mean. When you review it and you see that it's good, then act fast. But just don't act because you can see something is good before you go and eat the fruit, the forbidden fruit, and you did not inquire. Not because it's good for the eyes means that it's good for the tummy. So you have to be able to be wise. But once you can process things, take time to process things. If it's a relationship, if it's a job, if it's getting new friends, you must have friends that fit you as a person. Not because you like someone's outward appearance, say this one will be my friend, but you don't know if it suits you. Take time. Not every contract is for you. Just because you want you say you are idle, you need something, then you now go and start a contract, a business, and that thing now you become stuck. You become stuck because you didn't take time to look at it. Happy people, they work on their own schedule to the extent that they can. They work on their own schedule doesn't mean that you don't meet up client schedule, but they take their time. They are thorough, they maneuver through life at their own relaxing pace. No matter what, if you want me to go into business or transact something with you, I always ask that you give me 3 days, 7 days for me to look at it, for me to pray about it, to look at it, to pray about it, before I can even agree to go ahead. So I need time to process things. Don't be so much in a hurry. Look, we are here by the grace of God. We are here 70, 80, 90, 100 years. So don't be in a hurry. Don't rush through things so that you don't regret and bite your fingers and say, had I known, as we say here. So that is, these are just 10 points. Next week I'll give you another 10. This is why some people appear to be happier than the others. Note it down. Go through it again. Go through this presentation again and again and try to make yourself happy. And you know what? Everybody wants to be around a happy person. Nobody wants to be around a gloomy person. Somebody that is frowning. Good things come to those that appear to be happy and humble. You see, even if you're not proud, but you're frowning, you're not happy, they will say you are a proud person. But somebody that is happy, smiling, they will say he's a humble person, even if he's not. So choose to be humble today. Or choose to be happy. And you will attract a lot of people. You see, once you are happy, you attract happy things in your life. The law of attraction. If you're unhappy, you will attract unhappy and negative things into your life. So the decision is easy. Choose to be happy so you can attract happy people, happy things into your life. I will end here until I meet you next week. Guys, I want to invite you on Wednesday, 5 p.m. same time for my counseling session, my counselor's corner with Uche Onyeche. You can ask me anything concerning being happy. I'll be glad to answer you. On Wednesday, please make it a date, 5 p.m. Then also, I want to invite you to our annual program. Make in Nigeria is the annual program of powered by Marketplace Apostle. Marketplace Apostle, we are focused on 5 areas: business, career, leadership, personal finance, relationship, and life issues. These are what we teach on a daily basis, because here at Marketplace Apostle Secretariat, what we sell is simple. We sell knowledge. That's what we do, and knowledge in these 5 areas. But we come every year with the largest exhibition and conference in the south and southeast of our country. And so I want to specially invite you this year. It's from the 20th to the 25th. Awesome things are happening. We have awesome speakers within the country and from outside the country. Don't miss it. We have master classes that can help you become an entrepreneur, a better entrepreneur, help you to start another line of to start another source of income that will help you increase your revenue base. And also we have raffle draw. Can you imagine? With a token, you can win a land in the city of Port Harcourt. With just a small token, you can win a land in the city of Port Harcourt. That is awesome. Then we have exhibition. We have an exhibition area where you can exhibit your products or services. We have an entertainment area where you can eat all manner of things. You have food festival. We have a fashion festival. We have all manner of entertainment going on in that place. It is good for the youth to be able to learn, and to be able to learn as well as sell their wares, network, connect with people, and also be entertained. It will be awesome. I hope to see you there. I invite you. It's from the 20th to 25th of October this year. So until I meet you then, until I see you on Wednesday rather, stay well, stay blessed. God bless you guys. Have a good night.